Yeah.
No. I want them to get the full force of the puns.
No.
Someone send help.
All right. All right, everybody. This is Cat Quest. I'm going to be doing any % old patch, and I'll explain a little bit why I'm doing that. But first, I'm Fricassee. That's Fricassee. I've got MST Meowtroid with me, helping me on the couch. Big thing about Cat Quest is there's a lot of cat puns, so if you guys got good ones, throw them in the chat during the run.
We approve of all cat puns.
When I'm going to count down from 3, and when I say go, start the timer. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Cat Quest is an action-adventure RPG game where you're a cat and you kill things with magic and swords. It's pretty much it. It's all you need to know. We're going to go through this quick tutorial where they're going to explain how to use all of our abilities. A large part of that run is using these rolls. We're also going to use them because it's faster than walking. So they're going to teach us how to save the game. And the entire game is basically us following these prompts, going to where the arrow tells us to do, and eventually we'll get there. So first this guy says, hey, you're a dragon-blooded cat, so you can learn magic. So we're going to do that. So the first spell that we learned is called Flame Purr. It does AoE damage, it does a dot over time, and it also increases the amount of damage that enemies take. Alright, so we're just going to hang out here for a little bit. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but... Oh, it's a dragon. Let's waste no time and start killing some dragons. The way that we get mana back is from landing our hits. So a lot of this run is just spamming both spells and auto attacks. And first dragon down. That dragon's real easy, but let's get some hype for that first dragon. All right, I'm going to mash through these menus right now, but has anybody got any good cat puns?
I was just going to say, we don't like those fights dragging on too long.
What's that? Oh, we got time for a donation.
Right.
This is going to be good.
The Indiana Joe here. We have a donation. I'm looking at the wrong picture. Hold on one second. Woo! Let me get back here. We have a donation from MST who donated $3.99. Cat Quest hype has me feline fine.
Nice.
I might need a cat warrior to chauffeur me the way to do this. Also, Joe, for at least $2.03, admit cats are superior to dogs.
Ooh, we're going to have a war here.
Cats are superior to dogs. I didn't see that.
Recorded forever.
I need someone to make a 10-hour loop video of that.
All right, so we're coming up on the one major source of RNG in this run. We're going to hope it goes well. If it doesn't, it's no big deal because we've got backup strats. But if I was going for world record, it would be a required reset. So we used to buy 2 items at the store and hope that they had attack power because that's really what we want early game. But we found out that there's a way for us to get a much higher level chest than what we are right now. And hope that that item has attack power on it. When I first started doing it, it seemed like every time I got attack power... Ooh, that was a close one. Found out that it's only a 25% chance, so we went from bad RNG to worse. So I'm going to save the game there, just because this cave is a little bit dangerous and we can fast travel back. So to give you an idea, in the upper left-hand corner, you see our level. I'm level 4. In the upper right-hand corner, you see the level of the enemies in the dungeon. So they're all level 99. So if anything hits me, I die. Oh, this is a bad setup. All right. So what we want is ninja gear out of here. There's only 25% chance. We got a white mage staff, which is worse. It actually lowers our attack power.
Oh, geez.
So it's no good for us. But we'll leave the game, reload at the save just because it's faster. Took a bunch of damage, so I'm going to have to heal that back. And we're going to go for the backup strat. This one's not nearly as cool. It's a level 40 cave, I think. But this one is guaranteed attack damage. This is not the best item for us to get. Oh, that's fine. I only lost a few seconds by dying there, but at least I have full health. Alright, so we'll equip that mace that we got. And that's going to make this fight a little bit longer. The world record in this is just under 30 minutes by Funks Grover. We are not going to make that without a ninja item, so all the pressure's gone off the run. Alright, but this fight is going to take a while now. I could take 2 hits, or I could take 1 hit, and then the second hit kills me, so that was my 1 hit. So I want to be as safe as possible here. He's got two attacks. One is the flame per attack, and one is just his melee attack. To give you an idea, our attack right now is about 8. If I had gotten ninja gear, my attack would be like 28, so I'd be doing almost 4 times the damage. Well, that's not too bad. All right, we're going to be coming up on our first little bit of speed tech in the game, which is a zip. The game has a thing where if you are rolling at the same time that you leave a dungeon, it will accelerate you greatly. I tried to get, we didn't get a first try one, but let's see what we get. These only save time if you hit them in like the first 3 attempts, so, but we're going to do it anyways. Oh, almost had it there. Got to level up just picking up that extra XP. Oh man, having a tough time here. There we go. That's what we're looking for. So zip this way across the map. So what took me about 35 seconds, 40 seconds to get, saved about 10. So
That was worth it.
yeah, we're good. All right, so I forget the reason why I have to go here. I think the bad guy said, hey, go here. So we're going to follow whatever he says to do. Playing a little safe on that fight, but it's fine. Actually, it's not as good as I wanted it to be, because usually if I didn't mess up my XP, I would get a level there and refill my mana. All right. Oh, man. This is going to be real sketchy. Oh, there it is. So this will show us one of the mechanics. So every time you die, you have to restart at the quest line that you were doing. So I actually have to run all the way back here to
Get back to the
to start this quest. So I get to try the zip again. This time it'll be first time every time. The way we actually set up the zip too is our position outside of the cave when we enter it. So for this first zip, the best place for me to be is right on this corner here. First try every time.
unedited footage right there.
Yeah. I'm actually going to equip the better sword right now. For the most part, we can soak a lot of hits throughout the first part of this run. The one thing we want to avoid pretty much every time is the lightning attack. So all the spells have the same shape throughout the whole game. So the lightning attack is the one that's horizontal. So we want to make sure that we're always vertical when we're fighting enemies that can do it. So that would be the guy that we just killed, and also these goats over here, which is why we approach from underneath. Their auto attacks don't do a whole lot, but magic certainly does. Now that I've got a lot more health, I can fight this guy a little bit better. The problem is he drops this trap on the ground, which is a cat trap, and it makes it so that you can't attack or roll, and it does damage. Last time I had to be really careful because I thought it would kill me. So first cutscene. Fun fact, you can buffer your rolls to do zips, so you can zip out of cutscenes, but I think in all cases, if you zip out of a cutscene, it's bad. It's either a time loss or a rip run if you're trying for anything anything good as far as like world record times. Because a lot of times there'll be invisible walls and you have to reset the quest. All right, so we're moving on to our second zip. Setup's going to be similar to the first. We're going to be right on the outside of this. I'm probably a little bit too far outside, but it's fine. All right, so that's where we want to be. Oh, yep, I got the worst zip, which puts me across the lake from this. But it's all right. It's not too bad. We crossed a whole large desert filled with high-level monsters, so we're going to start a quest line here. There's going to be a lot of rolling back and forth, so it's a good time for any more puns. If anybody's got any good ones in the chat. Oh, we got a donation? Perfect time.
Neely Abbius donated $5. Good luck. I hope the RNG cats you a break. Make sure to tell your friends to kitten the stream and donate for a great cause.
Nice. We've got a high concentration of puns per donation. Shout outs to Mew Yabi. Obviously, she did the MWO or Mech Warrior 4 run earlier, so.
Yep.
She's put a lot more time into her run than I put into Cat Quest, that's for sure. All right, so this is the end of this quest, but we're way far away from where we want to be. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to return to title and reload. Whenever you reload, it'll take you to either the last bulletin board that you took a quest at or the last place you rested, and we're going to use that a few times to save time. So we found the guy who's going to teach us how to walk on water, because the next dragon that we have to fight is on water. But in order for him to do it, he needs to get a potion flask from these wizards, and the wizards don't like him because he's kind of a jerk. So he said, go get it from him. Don't tell him that you know us. So, but it turns out this mage's area is under attack by a bunch of bandits, so we're going to kill them. Man. All right, we got to level up. Good timing.
Just hearing these poor cats meow when they die.
You know, we are gonna get ourselves some potion flasks, so we will be able to walk on water. But at what cost? We're gonna actually make enemies with the rogue mages. So we're actually going to level up our flame purr a little bit. This is going to help us in the middle part of the run before we become completely overpowered. Ooh, almost ate ice there, but so we're going to use this in the next couple of fights, which is important. This time we have to walk all the way back because we actually have to turn in the flask. If you are going to start running this game, something that you need to know is that it is surprisingly a lot of mashing. The biggest time save that you can get is from getting through these text messages as fast as possible. All right, we're going to change our weapon.
It is the perfect workout routine.
Nice. I caught that there. All right. So now we're going to start fighting against rogue mages, which are the worst. I guarantee you I've lost a run to every single rogue mage in this game, so They will cast pretty much all of the spells. And again, the big one is the lightning bolt, which they cast most frequently. Will just one-shot me at this point. I'm going to try and push this guy towards where the next spawn is. So basically, the rogue mages were summoning a bunch of things to fight us, and he's out of mana now. So he's summoning some weaker enemies. Oh, this is going to get interesting. This guy's not supposed to be partaking in this fight, but we're just going to ditch him. So he's out of mana, and he's running away, so we're just going to chase him down. And now all we have to do is return to town, and we'll soon be able to walk on water.
So are the levels in this game important to keep track of more than just refilling your mana when you level up?
Pretty much no. Most of the power that we're going to get is from an item that we get shortly. So the biggest thing is finding opportune times to refill your mana. Because there's a lot of enemies that will be able to one-shot with magic. All right, now we can walk on water, which means we can go and fight the dragon that's on the water now. But before we do that, we have to finish this quest. And I do have to equip this shirt. These guys attack really fast, but they're pretty weak. All right. Also, one thing that's nice is you can pretty much finish any quest on low health because we're so far behind in levels. We level up every time, sometimes multiple times when we finish a quest. But we're not going towards the dragon now. We're going to go off into Narnia. Middle of nowhere. We're going to pick up a spell, and then we're going to go do a side quest that's going to save us a ton of time. I think I'm way off. Yes, I was way off. So this is Berserk. This will make us grow larger and do 50% more damage. So you can have up to 4 spells equipped. These are the only spells that we're actually going to get during the run. Nothing else really matters.
It is cute, yes.
All right, so we've got Flame Per leveled up to level 5. That's all we can afford. We've got Berserk, which is enough for us to start doing the last difficult quest. After this, things are going to get a whole lot easier for us. This is also the reason why the old patch is its own category and is a faster time. There's two benefits that we get out of it, but it actually saves a load of time. So this is Gentletown. Shout out to the Gentle Bros. They're the developers for this game. And they're going to give us this sweet level 1 cave, level 1 quest. No problem. Probably pretty easy. I'm going to enter from here because I'm going to be setting up a zip when I leave the cave. So these mimics will kill us in one shot. Particularly this big one. The reason we do this on the old patch is that there is one more small mimic, and this big mimic attacks basically twice as fast in the current patch. That was close. All right, one more. I lost a whole bunch of runs to killing the hard chest and then losing out this guy, so take it careful. All right, got the gold key. That means we can open up the special gold chests that are in each one of these dungeons. All right, got the
nice.
zip. Perfect. First try. So we're close to where the water dragon is, but we're not anywhere near ready to deal with him, so we're going to roll across the map. You'll notice that the arrow is pointing down and right. That's because I was supposed to leave that cave and talk to those guys. But I didn't actually want to complete the quest because that's like a 20-second conversation with them. I already have the gold key, so as long as I get what I want, I can quit this quest without talking to those guys. So we're going to head all the way across the map. I know this is a long way out of our way for a side quest, but trust me, it's worth it. We're going to go back to that cave that we did not luck out on in the beginning, that same level 99 cave, because it's got a pretty good gold chest in it.
So our first trip here was just a purview of it.
Exactly. But now we're gonna get the cat's meow. And don't worry. Oh, these guys are trolling me a little bit. It is actually not that chest. That chest is a bait. The chest we're really interested in is this one over here. So this game has 3 legendary artifacts. This is Faith, which is a helmet that you get, and as you can see, it gives us 696 magic attack. To give you an idea, up until this point, I had about 30. So this is going to really change the run completely at this point. So you remember how long the last dragon took? Oh, I had to abandon this quest now that I got my gold chest. Forgot that. Because you can't do another quest until you abandon the one that you're on. All right, so now you see the dragons there. So compare this to the last fight that we did, and he's dead. We do still have to kill his minions, though. They're also dead. So the other reason why we run on old patch is that I think they realized that the item is way too powerful. So they nerfed it down to only 333 attack. So it's twice as powerful in this, which it's still really fast to get it in the current patch, but there's a lot of enemies that we're going to rely on one-shotting, hitting with flamethrower and just walking away, because cool guys don't look at explosions. I guess cool cats don't either. But I need shades for this game. So now we find out that the next dragon is actually behind some brambles, and we have to learn how to fly before we can deal with that. So what better way to learn how to fly than to talk to a bush? So this bush is sad. He doesn't have his memories, but he's pretty sure he can teach us how to fly. He asked us to go get his crystal. He can't get the crystal because he's a bush.
Bush seems like it has some issues.
Yeah. So my XP is a little bit off from where I want it to be. Ideally, what I would do is I would level up on these 2 enemies right here, but I don't think I'm going to get it. No, I didn't. So that's going to slow this down a little bit. The guys that drop cat traps drop significantly higher XP than the rest of the enemies, so a lot of times when we need to level up, those are the guys that we're going to kill. You want to make sure that you don't leave this dungeon too fast, because if you leave it before you get the crystal, you have to do it over again. So I'm going to go this way now, because somebody built a mountain in the way. And do we get the swag strats? Oh, first try. Nice. That saves almost no time, but you could definitely lose time on it, just going behind those buildings. Otherwise, you just roll around the entire town. So that's the first step in our quest to learn flight. So now we're going to take this gem that we found, take it to the bush, and see what he has to say about it. And he said, this gem's no good to me. It needs to be powered up. And so he said, you know, how do we power it up? He says, I don't know. Go talk to those people over there. So we're going to meditate at this tree. And here we're going to get the pretty much the longest cutscene in the game. I'm going to go over and stand in this bush, though. So again, one thing that you have to concentrate on here is not just spamming roll, because there are points that you're going to want to be standing at. Because to move text along is the same button as the roll. So if I zip out of here, I have to start this quest over and watch this whole cutscene again. And if I roll far away, then I lose some time there too. They're basically just replaying this time that this dragon killed a bunch of people. But it's cool. My gem powered up. So nothing bad can happen here, right? Oh. This rogue mage took it. So this is the fight. I've lost a lot of runs on this fight, because if you die, you have to watch the cutscene again. All right, that was a clean kill. There's 2 paths that we can follow. Spoiler alert, neither one's right, but the left path is faster. I guess the right path is right, but it's also wrong. All right, we're gonna go back to the bulletin board because I don't want to travel all that way. We've almost got flight, but we have to get the gem back because that was just a decoy. So we're coming up on the only part of the run where we do an indoor zip. Most of the time we leave a building, and when we leave the building, the zip is always up and to the left. But when you enter, it's down and to the right, which is where we wanted to go. So
First try.
yeah. All right, so that was clean. So we went in here. It turns out that the gem's not in here, but we're hot on the trail. We know where they're at. Again, I'm not going to follow the path directly. I know where I'm going. This is another one where if I wanted to be risky, I would stand on top of him and try and kill him before he got his lightning attack off, but I'm in a bad position. I'm going to just let him... All right.
Would like to mention that Joe is being hurt by puns, but is trying to keep a positive attitude.
We got any good ones right now on the chat?
Come on, Joe. Keep it up.
I got to take the quest. All right. All right, so we got the gem back. The gem's all powered up. So now we're going to see if we can learn how to fly. Turns out the bush is a dragon. And he's going to tell us some memories about the dragons and the dragon-blooded. But we don't really have time for that. So it turns out that the dragon-blooded were created by the old masters to fight against the dragons, the old masters. Which you find out. Well, I don't want to spoil that. We'll find out later. Stay tuned and you'll find out. So this bush is going to be a dragon. But we're good. Faith does a lot for us, so. All right, so now we can go and fight the next dragon. So there were 3 dragons that we had to kill. This is going to be the 3rd one, which means that we'll start towards the final stage of the game. It's a little bit slow, but it's better to take that fight safe. All right, so now we're going to fly down to where it all started, because that's where Alias said Dracoth said he'd meet us. Dracoth being the villain cat. But we're going to take a quick detour to save it here, because the next 3 dungeons can get a little hairy, and if we die, we're going to have to travel across the map again, and I don't want to do that.
Wouldn't they be getting a little furry?
I could get a little furry. All right, so now we need to go fight him, but before we can, we have to go to this dungeon and learn more about Dragon-Blooded. Also, now that we can fly, I don't have to ruin my thumb with rolling. All right, so we have full mana, which makes this a little bit easier. So all those guys will die to 1 hit. Okay. Oh, I missed him. All right. It's a little bit of a slow clear, but it's fine. The key there is to make sure that you're in the lowest point there, so you can get the guy over the wall. All right, so we've had this little spirit kind of helping us out the whole time, and we're going to meet his grandpa. And he's going to teach us a little bit more about the Dragon-Blooded. But he's going to make us do work for it. All right, I think my XP is pretty bad. Oh, actually, it's very good. I need to not pick up any more of this XP. What I want to do is I want to level up in the middle of the next dungeon, because there's a lot of one-hit kills with magic, whereas here there's individual enemies. There we're going to be killing 3 at a time. So having mana is going to be really important. All right. So we got another cutscene. I'll be honest with you. It's been a while since I played this game casually, so I don't remember what these guys are talking about. They're talking about the 0 dimension where I'm having all these memories, but I don't remember the significance of it. All right, so now the next dungeon we have to go to is far away, so we're going to do another zip. This one saves a ton of time. Again, it's important where I'm setting up, because that will take me to the right place.
Nice.
That's pretty good. Second try, we'll take it. All right, so in this dungeon, we're going to have to one-shot kill a bunch of these guys. But they drop cat traps, so that's why it is faster for me to do it that way. So I'm going to get level from that guy, kill those guys, kill him, kill them. And, all right. That's the hard part. One more memory. This time we learned that Dracoth is apparently doing something relating to power, using the power of the Dragon Blood to try and bring Alias back, his old master. I think that's what the plot is. If I'm wrong, correct me in chat. It's so deep. All right, so we got these dream shards. Now we can finally get this epic ultimate weapon. Pretty excited about what this guy can do. Kit, you can buy items from him through the game casually, but even though we haven't really used his store at all. Or her, I'm not actually sure. I don't want to assume this cat's gender. All right, this sword sucks. Not going to use it.
It's a good weapon.
So I'm going to do another zip here, hopefully in the right spot. This is the zip that I am least familiar with. I think there might actually be a faster way than the zip, but we lose it in the marathon. Because if I hadn't saved... that was pretty good. If I hadn't saved, I could go back to the northern town by reloading, and I think you save more time that way. But that's a riskier strat. So it's time for the final showdown. We finally catch up with our sister. All right, something's coming. We have us fight all 3 dragons at once. So I really want to get my XP really close to leveling up, but I don't want to level up. It doesn't really matter what level I am going into here. What matters is that I'm going to fight 3 fights, and I want to level up after the second one. I want to refill my mana. So he's trying to have me pick out my sister from a lineup. Turns out, don't have a sister. It was all made up. He manipulated me.
Not the lore.
That jerk. It turns out, my little buddy, he was in on it.
Dude, that's so deep.
All right, so we should level. That's good. So I'll have full mana for this fight. I let him do his initial salvo, and then I can just kill him like that. All right, so we're about a minute out from time. Just to give you guys a heads up. The boss is down. Pretty much can't lose at this point in time. All right, so that's it. We've defeated Dracoth, and his death supposedly is, he thinks is going to bring back Alias, because one of the 2 of us had to die. Let's see if I can get the zip. Trying to get the zip. No, nope, didn't get the zip. You can zip out of there. All right, so because I'm such a good cat, I've forgiven my friend for betraying me, essentially, and selling me out. But We're going to listen to Dracoth for this vision. So time will be called when quest completed comes up after the epilogue. We're about 15 seconds away, I think. And time. That's good. It's good. Considering we didn't get the ninja gear, I'll take that. It's underestimate.
Is that a personal best?
No. My personal best with ninja gear is a 3120 or 3021. So close to sub 30. Now, fun thing, if you are going to run old patch, this might also happen on new patch, and actually it happened at that other marathon whose name I won't use out of courtesy to Sneaky. Is sometimes the game bugs out and you lose your mana and health bars and makes it very difficult to play. And the fact that Sneaky was able to complete the run with just letting that happen is outstanding. If you're into Cat Quest and you want to pick it up, there's a Discord. Additionally, if you just like cat pictures, they post a lot of cat pictures, a lot of cat puns. So it's a good time. You should join in. All right. That's it.